thoughts on the game?
Thought we deserved something out of the game, or at least a draw. But credit Vancouver for that second half and clawing back in and scoring 2 goals. The reason I felt we deserved something out of it is up 1-0, started the second half, thought we were in great position, we're getting counterattacks, and we do a bit better on a couple of those chances that we had, which were very good opportunities. Then the game's different. Obviously, we're up 2-0, and now it's very difficult for Vancouver. But at the very least, if you don't, score the second goal, we need to buckle down and ride the game out. I thought the first goal turned things a little bit. It was kind of a broken play off throw-in, deflected a little bit, and scored it to Kudo. And credit to him, he took it well, kind of slid it to that near post, tight angle. And then I thought they had a little bit of momentum after that. Like I said, I think that goal turned things a little bit. Prior to that goal, I thought it was all us. And it looked like we were going to score the second goal and get the 3 points. But momentum, games change goals, or goals change games, and the momentum turned. And thought they got the second goal. A little bit unfortunate on that one as well. So, they get 2 goals. Now it's 2-1, and I thought at the end, we made a good push and we had some very good chances. This is one of those when you watch the tape, you're going to see shoulda, coulda, woulda. We should have been up 2-0. And we should at the very least pulled a goal back to go 2-2, which is why I feel like we deserved something out of the game. But that's the way it falls. Some games we need to put it behind us. Congratulations to Vancouver. They get a big 3 points. We'll see them in a couple weeks here, so hopefully we can get those 3 points back.
You guys.
Just comment on your goalkeeper. You obviously made a lot of big saves, but people can remember that the winner. Just your thoughts on his play overall.
Yeah, obviously when there's a new goalkeeper in, he's under the microscope, and he made some big saves last game. He made some big saves today as well. I actually thought his response, which is what you want to see when you have a young, goalkeeper. You want to see how they respond to, to mistakes. And I thought down 2-1 on a couple set pieces, he was outstanding, and that's what you want to see. So. The mistakes always get magnified, and there'll be more mistakes. You look at the best goalkeepers in this league; they make mistakes. Usually there's a mistake that leads to the goal. So he knows he could have done better on it. He's a good guy, and I'm sure he feels bad for that goal. But I liked his response, and he'll move on from it, and he'll continue to make saves. And there'll be some more mistakes down the road, and the microscope will be less visible as time goes on.
Coach, the second match in a row, the opponents in midfield had really high pass completion rates. Is that a concern for you, or is that just a consequence of the tactics right now?
I think part of it's tactical. Part of it is when you're on the road. Obviously, you know the opponent's going to push, and we've been very good in transition. Like I said, if we're a little bit better on the counter in that final play, we look back, probably 4 or 5 clear chances that should have been goals. So the only way you get those counters is by, absorbing a little bit. But I also do think that we can be better, in our passing game as well. So it's a little bit of both.
Caleb, do you feel like that the defense can do a little bit of better job in preventing the number of shots they're giving up at this point? I think Vancouver ended up with 24 shots, 12 on goal. Is that part of the tactics or something that you think needs to be better?
Well, a lot of them from distance, so it's, sometimes shots don't always tell the story, but I thought they got some good looks, certainly. So yeah, I think we can, step our line out a little higher at times, but what I look at is the quality of the chances, not just the shots.
Time for one more. Caleb, just wondering what your thoughts are, what you see in Vancouver now to say last season. Carl's made some changes to try and change the dynamic of his team. What stood out maybe today, and even in preseason that you've seen now?
Well, it's not my team, so it's not my job to talk about them, Vancouver. But I have a lot of respect for the club. I have a lot of respect for Carl. They have some great battles with their team. I think similar to us, they're still figuring it out a little bit, like most teams in this league. Developing that continuity, that consistency, top lineup, top system, you know, best way game plan wise to approach home and away, because that does change things. A lot of it too is just getting results and gain confidence. You know, we had a pretty good run, 7 points in the last 3 games, you know, and we dropped points today, but hopefully we can get on another run, and that's what this league's about, is getting on a run like last year for us. You know, we got on a run and we settled on a lineup and, you know, made a few tweaks, but, you know, Carl's been able to figure things out over the long haul, so I'm confident that he'll do it again.
Good derby match, you think, as well? It's one of the ones.
Yeah, great game, good crowd. Always like coming here. Like I said, neither team wants to win. You know, it was an intense game at times, but a lot of respect, I think, between the 2 teams.
Coach,
Last one.
sorry, one more question. You guys still haven't made a clean sheet this season, and you only have scored 3 goals in the first half so far. Those seems to be like a recipe for disaster. What do you think you need to do to change things around?
Well, sorry, I couldn't understand the question.
Sorry, you haven't made a clean sheet so far this season, and you only have scored 3 goals in the first half in 3 games. It seems like a little bit of a recipe for disaster. Like, why do you think you can help change things around?
Yeah, I mean, certainly you want to score the first goal. Study, you know, percentages show that the team scores the first goal usually gets something out of the game. You know, we've been in a position on the road 3 times to take all 3 points. So, you know, that's something we got to look at. For me, it's more the second half, you know, in those games, because we scored the first goal in all 3 of those games on the road, and we're in a great position to, you know, so in theory, if you look at that, we've dropped 7 points, you know, because we gave up 2 late goals, you know, and then we give up obviously 2 goals in the second half. But sometimes the first half, when we look at international level, you look at most top level games, those are tight halves, first half. And, you know, second half things start to open up, depending on who gets the first goal. But yeah, I think there are times we can start more aggressive, and definitely we need to, you know, do better defensively. But, you know, if you look back on, you know, our evolution to this point, we've had to figure out some things in the back line, and you know, replacing Jorge and losing Reggie for 8 games, you know, so that's a part of it as well that plays into those trends.
Thanks, everyone.